which is, as was now mentioned, a very valuable work groups, but also most importantly to speak on terms of how they have used different tools in order to bring the years. They have been focusing on documenting crimes committed in Kosovo, and they have project manager at UNDP covering today's panel. We're very community-led initiatives such as in the case of
If I may say so. Thank you very much.
and without deepening further.
It is my pleasure to welcome you all here today as we commemorate the International Day of the Victims of Enforced Disappearances. We stand in solidarity with the families who continue to live with uncertainty, absence, and unanswered questions. This conference is more than a reflection on the progress we have made through our joint Dealing with the Conflict Legacy project. It is a space to honor those still missing, to continue to place the focus on them, and ensure that we renew our commitment to address this issue. The legacy of conflict continues to cast a long shadow. Over 2 decades have passed, and yet 1,595 people remain missing. For their families, time has stood still. They continue to search for the truth, for justice, and for a sense of closure that remains vague. Since its inception, this project has sought to address these challenges. With the unwavering trust and support of the British Embassy in Pristina, whom I thank, we have created spaces where voices that were once silenced can now be heard. During the years, together with civil society, institutional actors, and most importantly, the families of the missing, we have worked to promote interethnic trust, amplify marginalized voices, and support sustainable mechanisms that nurture dialogue and mutual understanding. Today, we celebrate the results of those efforts. Over 500 families of missing persons have engaged in structured dialogue and outreach activities. Some of them are here with us today. More than 150 youth have deepened their understanding of transitional justice, becoming active contributors to the reconciliation process. More than 200 people have participated in interethnic dialogue, building bridges across communities once divided. In addition, through the digitization of archives, many field visits, numerous awareness campaigns, and ongoing psychosocial support, particularly for women, we have helped to preserve the memory and strengthen access to information and the right to know. By investing in young people and women, we have helped shape inclusive narratives that honor the past while inspiring hope for the future. From storytelling to informal education and skills development, the project has promoted cross-ethnic solidarity and a shared commitment to peace. The conference taking place today will give us a chance to hear voices from different actors on what it means to confront the legacy of the missing, how we can better ensure justice, and how the next generation can harness digital tools and collective memory to shape a more just and inclusive future. I would like to thank once again the Government of the United Kingdom through their embassy in Pristina for the unwavering support and dedication to this issue. You are truly great partners. I would also like to extend a heartfelt thank you to all who have walked this path with us, the civil society organizations, the Missing Persons Resource Center, the families associations, the media, and the institutions. Your dedication has been the backbone of this journey. In closing, I invite all of you to use this space to reflect, to listen, and to continue building the momentum we've created together. This conference marks the collective milestones and the shared responsibility that we all have to carry this work forward. Thank you for being here, and thank you for continuing to stand with the families of the missing. Thank you.
It's a real honour and a privilege to be with you here this morning as British Ambassador. I'd like to start by paying tribute to the memory of Bajram, an inspiration and a friend to us all. A father who never stopped searching for his missing son, and who became a voice for families from all communities across Kosovo and beyond. And I know that the strength and his compassion inspired many of us for so many years. I had the honour of seeing His Majesty King Charles last autumn, when I was able to discuss with His Majesty the meeting which he had with Bajram in 2016, I think, which I know was incredibly important both to Bajram but also to His Majesty. So it was wonderful that I was able to share that experience with both of them. And Bajram's voice is and will remain deeply missed. And as we mark this day of the International Day of the Disappeared, it reminds us that we all have a profound responsibility to continue to take forward Bajram's legacy and to keep raising awareness, opening doors, encouraging the institutions in Kosovo and in Serbia to work together to unblock the obstacles to knowing the truth. And so it's an enormous privilege to be here with you today, especially to mark this very important day, a day that we wish didn't need to exist, a day that reminds us of the pain endured by so many of you as families who are still searching for answers, and for the rest of us, the importance and the privilege of standing with you as families in solidarity. Thank you, Nuno, for your thanks to the UK for our part in this project together. But of course, really it is us who should be thanking you and all of our partners for the work which you all do day by day, relentlessly. UNDP, but also the Humanitarian Law Centre, Missing Persons Resource Centre, Integra, BEARN, Forum for Civic Initiatives, and many others, organisations and individuals, whose hard work has been the driving force in delivering this sensitive but absolutely crucial project. You've helped to turn difficult conversations into meaningful action and change. And we are and have been so proud to be your partner. I hope a partner that acts and a partner that listens. And I also want to thank the institutions, the Kosovo public institutions, for their role in this partnership and in our work together.
Because obviously, as we gather to commemorate the missing family members, we also have to remember him, a driving force for all towards finding the truth, but also supporting reconciliation. He was a figure of unity. He was unwavering in his courage, but also profound compassion. This is obviously the photo which initiated, or rather the meeting which initiated both UNDP's and the British government's cooperation through the embassy in Pristina. And also, I would like also to acknowledge also the late Mr. Milorad Trifunovic, who was also an integral part of MPRC and bringing people of all communities together. You all know, probably even better than I do, that Bajram had personal tragedy, and you could relate to him, and he also could relate to you. He was the voice across ethnic and religious divides, unfortunately. He demanded truth for all, he demanded justice for all, but also dignity for the families who keep seeking for their lost ones. His steadfast leadership and empathy, we would like to think, that inspired a fractured society to hope and to strive for healing. What you see now on the screen is a documentary which was prepared, I believe, by Integra for Bajram. All of you can scan the code and you can watch the documentary. Unfortunately, because of the duration of the documentary, we were unable to show it today because that was one of our intentions. But feel free, it's a very touching documentary.
missing person